Ida for causing chaos at work after my boss tried to micromanage me. For the past 5 years, I've worked as a graphic designer at a mid sized marketing agency. I'm pretty good at what I do. Most of my projects have received rave reviews, and I've managed to keep a good relationship with my colleagues. But everything changed when my new boss, Greg, came on board a few months ago. From day one, he started making unsolicited changes to my designs and hovering over my shoulder during brainstorm sessions. It drove me crazy. I'm not one to rock the boat, but after a particularly stressful week where he canceled a presentation I had prepared, claiming I didn't understand the brand, I had had enough. So I devised a plan. That Friday, Greg decided that every project needed to be submitted for his approval, citing a need for brand consistency. I knew he was about to make my life a nightmare, but instead of pushing back, I decided to comply, maliciously. "All right, Greg," I said, my lips curling into a slight smirk as I folded the document he handed me. "I'll make sure to follow your guidelines to the letter." Over the next few weeks, every time I created a new design, I went to the extreme with the things he had insisted upon. I was meticulous about his feedback, resizing everything to the bizarre dimensions he preferred, using the dull colors he favored, and adding unnecessary text to every graphic, which he insisted made things clearer for clients. I even highlighted all changes in bright yellow, just to make sure he wouldn't miss them. When he received my first round of designs, I'll never forget his reaction. As he reviewed them in front of the team, I could see the color drain from his face. "What is this?" he exclaimed, eyes darting between the screen and my face. "It's terrible." "I thought this is what you wanted, Greg," I replied, keeping my tone innocent while the others in the room stifled laughter. I had purposely overdone everything he claimed we needed, everything from the font size to the spacing of the text. It was chaotic, and I relished every second of his discomfort. "But these choices are completely off-brand," he said, his voice rising. "That's strange. I just followed your direction for maximum visibility. You said the louder, the better." After that, it spiraled. He would approve something, and I'd turn it into the exact opposite of what made sense. It was like watching a horror movie unfold before my eyes. Every single day brought a fresh wave of his panic while I rehashed the most ridiculous concepts he had dictated to me. The team began to side with me, whispering supportive messages and displaying amused smiles when I filed yet another absurd design through our shared drive. Finally, after one particularly baffling brochure, a garish mix of colors that could confuse a seasoned eye, he lost it. "Have you no shame?" he yelled at me one afternoon, his face a mixture of anger and embarrassment as the rest of the team shifted uncomfortably in their chairs. "This is your fault." "I'm just delivering exactly what you asked for, Greg. Maybe I misunderstood what maximum visibility meant," I said coolly, adding, "You wanted input? I'm still learning." The irony wasn't lost on anyone. This was my subtle revenge for the way he had dismissed my creative instincts. The team burst into laughter, and for once, I finally felt vindicated. Eventually, the higher-ups noticed Greg's declining approval ratings from clients and decided to intervene. They called him in for a meeting and wanted to discuss office dynamics. I could only imagine the chaos that ensued. Greg was soon pulled away from our team, replaced by someone who not only understood the importance of collaboration, but also appreciated creative freedom. My designs returned to their vibrant, authentic glory, and the stress melted away. Looking back, was it the right way to handle a frustrating supervisor? I don't know. But I can say that being stuck in a toxic work environment isn't something to settle for. Sometimes taking a stand, even if it's with a bit of humor and sarcasm, is necessary. Ada for choosing to fight back, albeit indirectly.